It's just like people say, right? Like, your struggle is your struggle. And you may not understand somebody else's struggle because it's not your struggle. It's the same with problems. You may not understand what another person says a problem because that's not your problem. But all we have to remember is that everybody have problems, right? That's why you have rich people, famous people who commit suicide, right? Because they have problems too. So when you struggle, when finances is your struggle, you don't understand that rich people have problems, right? Because you struggling financially, so you thinking like, okay, like, if I had the kind of money they got, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be, but you don't know that because new levels come with new devils, right? That's why it's so easy to judge what other people are doing and how they're falling to sin and what is happening in their life because it's not something you struggle with. But then on the other hand, you still have struggles. That's why we always have to show grace to other people, right? Because we all have struggles. I done said that a lot of times, but that's the truth. Like, and that's what these verses is talking about. Like, we have to remember that what is happening here is temporary. These bodies we have here, they're loners. Yes, we are supposed to take care of them because God gave us these bodies. He let us hold them, right? So they don't belong to us. They belong to Him, which is why we're supposed to take care of them, right? And treat our body as a temple. But these bodies are temporary, right? What we are looking forward to in life is not being here and living for this world and achieving material things and having this and having that and seeing this and seeing that. We want to live a life that makes God proud, right? A life where we love one another, right? The Bible tells us so much about how we treat other people. And people don't like to recognize that that's a big part of if you got God in your heart or not. How you treat other people. How you treat other people. In scripture, God say the people on the left and the people on the right, He tell them, you helped me. When I needed help, you showed up for me. You was there. Then on the other, you did not. You left me. You ignored me. Both sets of people asked, when did this happen? And He said, when you did it for your brethren. Because that's how God gets to us. It's through people. You never know who you bypassing. You never know who that was, right? Could have been an angel and you bypassed them. You looked at them with your nose turned up. And that is not God. That is not God. You don't have to help everybody. You might don't even have it to help everybody. But you sure don't have to be nasty to nobody. That's a choice, right? You preserve this body, but you be renewed every day in your strength from Christ, knowing that you are spreading the love of God on this earth. In this loner body that He gave you, you are making Him proud by being a ray of light. Because the only thing that we see physically on this earth that's a representation of God is the people who say they serve God. So when we see how these people behave, when we see how people who say they believe God and they follow God, when we see how they behave and how they treat people, that determines how we look at God. The way people treat us and handle us determines how we trust God. You don't trust people that you see, so you definitely cannot trust something that you don't see, right? A person that you don't see. Because you know that people will let you down. That's why it's hard to hold your faith when you're not sure when God is going to deliver. You start to look at God as if He is man, and you think that maybe He won't. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe, but God is not man. And His word, His promises do not come back to him void. So he will never let you down. He said that he would never leave you nor forsake you. That's why he left the 99 to go and find the one. And you have to remember that when you walk in this earth. You do not get to place your mouth on other people. Yes, you have boundaries. You determine who is in your life. You can listen to somebody and make a judgment and say, okay, I feel I probably ain't gonna get too close to them. But you ain't gotta mistreat them. You shouldn't mistreat nobody. You should be kind to everybody. You don't have to get in relationship with everybody. You don't have to stay in relationship with people who do not treat you right. But you should be kind to everybody. Should not be walking around here mad with nobody. Right? That is fixing your eyes on what is unseen. Because your whole goal is to get in front. When you go in front of God on Judgment Day, you want him to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And I can guarantee you, he ain't going to ask for no character witnesses. He ain't going to call earth and ask nobody, send me a letter, because I seen they did a lot for you. No. That person matter. Yes, you should do for people you love and care about. But you should also be kind to people who you don't care about, right? Don't know, right? Because that is showing the love of God. You never know how an act of kindness, a compliment, can change a person's whole day, could save somebody's life. People be on their last leg and you can look at them and smile, and it can give them hope. That's why you should always be kind to everybody. Everybody. Look how that man just jumped over that bench on that judge, right? Y'all, I couldn't believe my eyes, right? But guess what? He was at his wit's end, right? You don't act like you ain't never wanted to jump across the bench on nobody, right? He was wrong. Yes, he gonna do a lot of time. Yes, but just put yourself in the thought of when you wanted to jump over the bench at somebody, and then you went and judging so harshly, right? Might laugh a little bit because things happen. People get angry, but you have to remember to control yourself. You can get angry, but you do not sin, right? Because what is unseen is eternal. And you ain't getting in heaven jumping over the bench on people. Right? So you have to control yourself. Self-discipline is the fruit of the Spirit. You have to control you and be you and stay kind no matter who other people is or what they do. You do not lose heart. Right? Outwardly, the body gets old.